Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. Today we're going to be doing a haul video of stuff that I picked up in Nashville or St. Louis. I got some treasures to share with you. But first, somebody cheated on me and went to a yard sale without me. So I'm going to share that with you because, I want to go ahead and get this stuff processed. It's been sitting here and I keep forgetting about it. And I've got some stuff I'm going to add to it and then get it listed. So it was just kind of holding up progress because I forgot.
You shouldn't be a dud and stay home.
I am a homebody. He ends up doing errands and stuff with the kids, and just he comes across these yard sales and just stops impromptu. But I mean, technically he could come home and get me and we could go back. He does end up calling me from these. So I just thought it was funny. He's cheating on me. You should make that the thumbnail.
There we go.
But he found this for me. Look, train set, $10. And at first, I could see that it's, a lot of the Thomas Trackmaster stuff. Here's a train. Hopefully they work. They are definitely in used, condition. I'll probably sell the trains separate. But then he showed me this bag. And this is the one I was more excited about. It is a huge bag of Chuggington trains. I don't find them very often. These are the die cast ones. So I'll go through them and see if there's any worth selling by themselves. And then otherwise, I may make a huge lot, with a higher price, planning towards it selling during fourth quarter. But there's even more Thomas trains in here. I don't know if I've ever seen this one. So that'll be interesting to see if any more of these Thomas trains are going to be worth selling. And then there is definitely some more of the brown tracks. I just processed a gray track lot yesterday. A lot of times it's like $1 a track for your lots, maybe a little bit less. So they're definitely worth accumulating when you're at the bins to just go ahead and grab, the Thomas tracks. I don't do the wooden tracks anymore. They're too heavy. So they're going to cost me a lot. And then the shipping is usually way too much for somebody to want to pay that much. Maybe fourth quarter, but I very seldom pick up the wooden tracks anymore. But it was just another, there's several more bags of those tracks. So it's a lot of tracks. I'm not sure if I'll do 2 lots or one huge lot of just these tracks.
There's that. I just grabbed one interesting looking of the Chuggingtons.
Oh, yeah.
And he's listed for $10.95.
Yeah, it says digger car. So how much?
He's listed for $10.95. Are you going to get $10.95? I don't know. I didn't look at the sold comps, but that just gave me if that one sells, it pays for the whole box kind of thing.
True. And more than likely, I'm trying to get like $15, if not more, lots going. So, maybe it'll be 2 cars that'll be listed for $15. Or I may just list all of them for, $60, $70, $80. Who knows? I haven't checked comps in a long time on Chuggington. This next bag of stuff is from my favorite little estate sale company. We went, I think, this past week, Thursday. It's phase 1 of a 3-phase sale. I love those because, she does a portion of it, sells what she can mostly, and then she just opens up a different part of the house. But I found some really interesting vintage plush. A lot of the plush that she sells is normally $2 each. So, I'm a little bit picky. And then she does price some a little bit higher. I think I've got at least one of them. But bought these. I thought they were so cute. It goes like this. I actually had 2 of them, and Robert knocked one of them off the table yesterday. But just thought they were very cute. For $1. The eyes are jiggly. I'm sitting it right over here so you don't knock it off the table again. She had a chair that had these and some Garfield plush on it. And we were pretty much up in the front of the line, not first, but not too far deep into the line when we, got there. But as soon as I went to the chair, because I was going to go ahead and get the Garfields, but some lady had already grabbed up the Garfields. So I grabbed Perry the platypus. Not sure about, I haven't found him in quite a while. I'm hoping $15 or so for him. I did pay $3. I think the rest of these were $2 plush. His name is Fluffles. He is Russ. I'm hoping $15, $20 for him. Ooh, I found 2 of these. I think they both have, oops, everything's falling on me. They both have their paper tags. So I'll just be able to do a quantity of 2. But these are Oshkosh. Like the little denim bow tie. I didn't even check comps. Again, they were $2 each. I'm hoping 15 or so for them also.
Hey, where's Barry?
Is that from the show? I know RJ liked that show, and so did somebody else. But I don't think I ever really watched it. I know. And I pointed a picture of Candace, the sister, out to my friend Beth in some pictures she was showing me of a recent estate sale. And she picked it up and sold it, I think, within a few hours of listing it. So Candace is definitely the one from that series to pick up. I think she got $45 for Candace. I've only found her a couple of times. I think once since I started this. But unless you know who she is, she's one of the side characters. You may not recognize her in pictures. So go look her up.
I was sad when he stopped watching that show. Yeah, I guess he thought he outgrew it. But as an adult, I really enjoyed it because they were always tinkering in something science-y, and there was a lot of history kind of stuff in some of the episodes that factual stuff. I'm sure not everything was factual, but it was a very interesting and fun show. And they were always up to hijinks when the parents were gone. The boys were building rockets and all sorts of crazy stuff. And she was always trying to bust them to get them in trouble. Is what Candace was doing. And Perry was a secret agent, saving the world from Doofenshmirtz.
Yes. Cuddlewit. Of course I had to get it. I like this brand. Not seeing a date, but made in Taiwan. Definitely vintage. Probably going to be like 12 to 15. Look how cute. This is Jess. I'm trying to see. Oh, Keel Toys. That's a really nice brand. Sometimes when you see these just nice tags, it's a better quality plush. I don't find Keel very often. But again, I'm hoping $20+ for him. Nylon. Not Puffalump because it's not Fisher Price. This is TB Trading Company. Very cute. Clean condition. I'm hoping 25+ for it. Definitely got the let's get physical vibes to it.
Yes.
It says Yubby right here on the thing. This towel is attached. The headband. Let me see who the brand is. Her leotard is all twisted. Oh, she is Applause. 19. Oh, I don't have my glasses. 86. Yubby. Adidas. Don't know. Again, I'm hoping $20, $25+ for her. There was a time I could get 40, 50+ for this series of plush, but I can't. It's this nylon. But I think the prices have gotten dragged down. I think I've got a couple of still listed really high price that I probably need to lower the price. But the brand is Interper Plush. Let me show you the tag. It's kind of nondescript. I'm still hoping, 30 plus for it, 25, 30 plus. And all of these I paid $2 for, even though the little ones. This one also is Oshkosh Baby. Has its paper tag. I didn't even look, you know, hopefully at least bread and butter. And then this, look. Love the Dakin. 1989. I don't know. You know, again, 20 plus for it.
How do you imagine our life together in 10 years? I'm still going to be getting nagged about something. Guaranteed. 100, still nagging.
I don't see things being too different.
Slower.
Slower. You know, just hopefully more trips to Florida.
We'll still be reselling.
We'll still resell until we can't anymore, but yeah.
This is okay, y'all. This is the sadness of this. If I have a lottery ticket, Powerball ticket in my billfold that I haven't checked yet. If I pulled that out and we won $100 million,
We've had this conversation before.
we would still be reselling apparently
Yes.
because you would enjoy it and it
I
would be
enjoy
fun.
it. But I probably would hire people to do the pre-work. I would just source. I'd travel all over sourcing and hire other people to do the rest of it. Look at these. These intrigued me. And not only one, but I got 2 of them. They are bean bags for sure. Let's see what the tag says. Animal Toys Plus. I've talked about that brand before. I just look, boy and girl. You know, my gut wants to say maybe 40 plus for the 2 of them. I will keep them together, and they will definitely be something I'll put over on Etsy. Just really, really like them. Something very different and unique, and especially when you can get a set of them. All right, vintage Walmart, just a little horse plush, probably be bread and butter. Oh, and then a couple of smalls here. This is Lammy by Russ. Vintage, got the little Sherpa fur, probably bread and butter. And then this one, Dakin, 1980 something, cute monkey. You know, again, I'm hoping, you know, $10, $12, $15 for them. Robert grabbed this and this. They're, you know, the puzzles that you can do, the brain puzzles, but we think maybe they're homemade. They just, this, especially this one,
They're
looks like
heavy
it's
duty.
been soldered, but yeah, they're very, very heavy. I don't know what we'll do with them.
We'll solve them and then sell them.
Okie dokie.
That's my plan.
It looks like you paid $4 for them.
Each.
Oh, each?
Mhm.
Each.
They were worth it for me just to have them try out.
Yep. All right, and then I paid $2 for this bag. I think they are those Mattel Tough Stuffs. Yeah, celery, 1972. I've got some more listed. There's the ABC blocks, and then there's this food. I don't know what this is, though. A little ladybug something or other, but that was the plan, was to just go ahead and make the lot a little bit bigger, you know, raise the price $10 or so and see if I can get it sold. And then I paid up for this, but paid $20 for this box of vintage Barbie clothes. Probably going to put it on Whatnot. I haven't totally decided. It's got the little cute, like, what is this kind of dog? We had a neighbor who bred these one time when we lived in Georgia. Afghans. Just the vintage Afghan. And then there's just, you know, some handmade dresses. And then some just like a little cowgirl skirt. I didn't even look through the bag. I thought $20 for, you know, some vintage Barbie clothes. I'll just have to wait and see what I've got there, but there's quite a bit under here. So $20. Why not? Look, Jelly Cat. Love when I find them at the bins. I'm hoping this is like $20-$25. Just, you know, still something I look for, but a lot of them are not worth a whole lot of money. Oh, something got it. I saw, oh look, I don't know how this happened, but now I've got 2 plush that have this blue on them. Something, hopefully this isn't permanent. Eeks. But this is Animal Alley, Toys R Us, little husky plush. I hope that comes off. That's a little irksome. You know, I'm hoping 15 plus for it. And then this is Thai Pluffies. Yeah. Make sure when you're washing your plush, always use a color catcher. Because, you know, if this is just something that could come off in the water, then it's going to possibly, you know, tint something else next to it. And those color catchers really, really do catch a lot of the fading stuff from toys. I don't know. I was hoping this is, you know, $20-$25 plus also.
And if you would like to make us rich, you can click on the link to the River in Brazil site down below and buy them from them, and we will get
Small
like 20
commission.
cents or something if you buy it through that link.
Yeah,
But if you're doing any shopping, hit those links down there. The little percentages add up to 20 or 30 bucks a month or something for us. Sometimes more, depending on the time of year and what people buy. And
yes.
since we're talking, hit the like button and leave a comment. Make the algorithm happy for us.
Yes. Disney. I don't know who the character is. Maybe just from one of the kingdoms. I don't know. It looks like a hippo. Again, I'm hoping, you know, 15, 20 bucks. Couple more, and then let me show you my treasures. I like picking up this brand. It is Golden Bear. I think I showed something recently. I've been picking up a bunch of the dogs. I'm going to go check my inventory. If I've got another dog, Golden Bear, I think I'll make a lot of 3. And, you know, hopefully like 25, 30 bucks for the 3 of them.
I'm trying to find the name for this hippo, and everybody just keeps calling it baby hippopotamus hippo, except for somebody had Bambi in there, and I'm certain
Bambi.
that's not Bambi.
No. I think probably some kind of animal kingdom. Always, I'm picking up the small auroras. I think I just showed you guys a skunk, so that would be a good one to go with it. This is Best Made Toys. I like that brand, and it has done well for me in the past. I have not picked up anything for a while that I can remember, but trying to figure out what this is. I guess it's a dog. Yeah. Look at that tail. You know, I'm hoping $20-$25 for the dog. And I found this water baby. It is Lauer 1990. I've done well in the past. This is like the size that, you know, sometimes I find the outfits and it'll be like Dumbo or a Care Bears or something like that. This is the size that went in most of those. Make sure when you're buying these, just kind of squeeze the back here. A lot of times this becomes like, not dry rotted, but it starts coming apart. And then of course it can't never be used as a water doll again because it would leak. This one is empty, which is a good thing. But I'm hoping 20 plus for the doll. All right, just small plush. It is Gibson Greetings 96. You know, I pick up a lot of this bread and butter type plush when I'm at the bins. Found a bunch of these dogs that were Animal Alley, all in the same bin. So this is a cute little dog. Again, you know, I'm hoping 15 plus for each and every one of them. My treasures, y'all. And let me preface this by saying I had gone through all of the bins in St. Louis. And if you've been there, you know, the whole front is hard goods. And you just, Robert starts on one edge. I kind of start towards the center because a lot of times the outside ones are like leftovers. People's discards are all in them. So I saved them for last. And then there's a row of tables that separates the hard goods from the clothes behind it. And I had just finished all these bins, rechecking everything, dumping Robert's cart. And then I went to that last row just to kind of see, because a lot of times it also is discard. It's supposed to be like the bags and stuff like that, but a lot of people discard in there. And these were sitting in there. These are called Lil Snoozums. I can't say it. Lil Snoozums. They are by like Happiness Aid, I think is the brand. I've talked about them in the past, but I have not found them in a long time. And these probably, one of them was going to be like $150 and the other one was going to be closer to $200. And they are in really clean condition. I have found these a couple of times and they weren't. You know, a lot of times these were all discolored, and just definitely keep your eyes. There's a white rabbit also in this series. But yeah, they've got these little thermal pajamas on. They do not come off part of the body. But yeah, $150 and $200. And for them to be in that bin, somebody discarded them. Somebody changed their mind and threw them back in there because it's for bags. So I'm thrilled. They're going to be getting listed here pronto. I'm kind of messing up my system right now though, because you know I'm trying to sort whatnot stuff out. So I'm trying to get stuff cleaned because you know even I have to clean everything. So some stuff is getting you know cleaned and brought back over here, but I haven't done a video on them, which is like what these were. So I'm kind of messing up my system. So not everything might make it into a video, but I'm trying to keep it organized. So we'll see how it goes. All right, y'all, it's time to get to work. Bye.